All right, we are back and with the final parts of the set review in Colorless. Let's go for Funeral Longboat, 2 mana, Vigilance 3/3, Crew 1. Eh. I don't know why a Funeral Longboat is a 3/3. That's so weird. um, I don't like it. This is worse than a 4 mana 3/3. I think this is worse than a 3 mana 3/2. Yeah, I don't know who's gonna jump in this. I'm off it. I think I'm off it. Am I not off it? Am I woefully underestimating this card? I don't think I am. I don't think I'm missing. It's been a while since I played with vehicles, but I don't know. Gold Vein Pick. Equipped creature gets +1/+1. Whenever equipped creature does combat damage to a player, create a treasure token. This card already existed before? It was a dagger, right? It was Prying Blade, right? Which was 1 to play, 2 to equip, and it makes a treasure. This is way better than that card. Like, way better. Equip 1 is better than equip 2, and +1/+1 over +1. This card is way better. Yeah, I would go so far to say it is probably strictly better. Yeah. Well, it's 3, like, Prying Blade doesn't come attached to anything, right? It is strictly better. 2/+1 versus 1/+2. 2/+1 is strictly better than 1/+2. It just is. If you don't, then whatever. Get out of here. One of the things I like about this Gold Vein Pick is that it helps you do your boasts, right? Like a boast enabler. Is it like it gives you the health so they can't block you down, and then it gives you the mana to actually boast? This might as well be equip 0, right? Like you equip, you attack, you get a treasure on the back end. I played the blade like a 10 to 20% of the time. I played the Brawler's Blade. It needs to connect? Well, if it didn't connect, you drew a card. Why wouldn't you connect? I like this card. I think it's a 6. 6 or a 7. I like it. I think you have to be a boast deck or a creature deck to want to play it. But is this better than a Giant Growth? I think it is. Like the 3 mana +4/+4? I think it's better than that. Yeah, I think it is better. It's an interesting card. I'm looking forward to seeing if this card's any good. Yeah, I hope it's good. I'm interested in it. Yeah, I'm interested in it. I'm buying what this thing's selling. Raider's Carve. Whenever it attacks, look at the top card of your library. If it's a land card, you may put it onto the battlefield tapped. Yeah, it's Explorer Scope. Explorer Scope was really freaking good. This is not Explorer Scope, though. Crew 3 is a lot. Crew 3 is a lot. If it was Crew 2, I'm all about it. Crew 3 is a lot. I think I'm buying what this thing's selling. I think it's good. He does pay rent with borrowed money. That's a good way to put it. This thing does pay you, right? It's aggro. It does pay you. It plays defense pretty well, too. But there are almost no 3-power 2-drops that I saw, right? There's not even a common 2-mana 3-power creature. I didn't see one. I don't think there's any, right? If there is, it might be white. So, ideally, what's going to happen is you're going to play this on 3, and then you're going to play a 4-drop and crew it and attack, right? I think if you never hit a land off this, if it was just a 4/4 crew through 3, it's unplayable. You'd have to hit a land under the first 2 attacks. It comes into play tapped. Oh, it's the 2-mana 0/6 Ox? You're right. Yeah. God, when this card... The ceiling for this card is so good. The ceiling for this card is so high, isn't it? Like, if you spike a land on the first hit, which is going to happen 40% of the time... 45% of the time, probably. 45% of the time, when you attack with this, the first time you're going to hit. And that is really freaking good. That's a really good card if it does that. This is tough. This is an interesting card. I don't know. It's going to be hard to evaluate. If you have like 13 creatures, play it. If you don't, don't. Right? So I'll call it a 6. If you have at least 13 creatures, if you have at least 10 ways to crew it, play it. If you don't have 10 ways to crew it, don't play it. Yeah, it snowballs really freaking hard. Yeah. Raven Wings. +1/0, flying, and is a bird. Cobbled Wings, huh? Oh, well, Cobbled Wings was 2 and 1. This is 2 and 2. Kite Sail was a card. Wasn't Kite Sail was a card that I never played, but I always lost to? Yeah. Kite Sail is, how good it is inversely proportional to how good your deck is. If your deck is bad, Raven Wings is great. If your deck is good, Raven Wings is bad. So, like, if your deck is good, you don't need this. This is for decks that are bad. So, I'm going to put this as a 5. It's a great sideboard card, and it's for your decks that are bad. You'll know when you want to play it, because your deck will be bad, and you'll know it. Scorn Effigy. Foretell 0. Huh? You may pay 2 to exile this card from your hand face down. Okay, so it's suspend 1. 2 mana, 2/3 suspend 1 that you have a buyout for 3 mana. But it doesn't get haste. I mean, I would play this over any of the other 2/2s. Right? I'd play this over any other 2/2s. Yeah, you can play your second spell in a turn. Oh, that's so good. There's that black 3 mana 2/2 at common that if you on your second spell put a counter on it, you can go Scorn Effigy. Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. I'm on board. It's a black-white card is what it is, right? Yeah, this is a black-white card. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, this is better than a 2/2. For 2/2 for 2, for sure. Yeah. Yeah, sure. I like it. I like it. I'm buying what it's selling. Alright, and then it has just the snowlands, right? Which are obvious. Oh, wait, what's this? Enters the battlefield tapped. Choose a color. Add one. Okay, so this is the Evolving Wilds in the set. This is the Snow Evolving Wilds in the set. Cool. I like it. This is better than Evolving Wilds because you don't even have to have the basic in your deck. I like it. It's in packs, not the snow slot. Right, so this is why you see on the left side, well, left side over there where it says around 7 opened. This card is why you get one guaranteed out of every pack, and this is a common, right? So this is why out of 6 packs, I think your average is a little bit less than 7, but I just put 7 just for whatever. This is why you, on average, you're gonna open 7, and why your average snow lands in your deck are gonna be between 2 and 5 is because of this card. This card is cool. Any card that lets us stop shuffling our deck and stop searching our deck, I'm all about. I love it. I'm all about it. Yeah, I think these replace your Snowland in the pack. I could be wrong. I have no idea. I tried looking at the WotC website. I couldn't parse it. Someone smarter than me in chat maybe can talk about if these replace your basic Snowlands in the pack. I don't know if they do. I don't know. They do? Okay. The duels replace your basic? Okay. Oh, it says L at the bottom. That's why you know it's a land. It's in the land slot. This is a C, so it's in the common slot. Thank you. Gregorio 43. Thank you. Okay. I mean, and you know, right, these are obviously all 8s, right? So, all right. What do we got here? We got pathways poisoning our well here. We're gonna ignore the pathways for now. All right. Let's go ahead and move on to uncommons. That was kind of short. Bloodline Pretender, Changeling. Choose a creature type. Whenever another creature of the chosen type enters the battlefield under your control, put a counter on Bloodline Pretender. So it's gonna be a 3 mana 3/3, right? Maybe a 3 mana 4/4. I like it. Yeah, you can play this. If you say Elf, it turns into a 4/4 on turn 4. Yeah, I like it. If you have 8 or more tribals in your deck, play it. If you don't bother, right? I mean, you'll know when you want to play this. Colossal Plow. Whenever it attacks, add 3 white and gain 3 life. Until end of turn, you don't lose this mana as steps and phases end. Obviously, the meme is with the 06 cow, right? 06 ox, whatever. Because you can crew it for 6. I think this card's bad. This card's bad. You don't play it. I don't know how many oxes you would need to make this card good, but... Yeah, Blaze 1013. Yeah. But here's the thing. You're talking about Bloodline Pretender. I often did not play 3 mana 3/3 net text in my sealed decks. I often did not. This is better than that. I think the floor for this is 3 mana 3/3 changeling. Right? 3 mana 3/3 changeling plus might be a 4/4 later. Replicating Ring. Add 1 mana of any color, snow artifact. Okay, so it's a snow mana. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a night counter on it. Okay. When it has 8 or more night counters, remove all of them and create 8 colorless snow replicate. Okay. So you play this on turn 3, turn 4, turn 5, turn 6, turn 7, turn 8, turn 9, turn 10, turn 11 upkeep. Okay. I didn't see a fireball, right? There's no fireballs in this set. So, no fireball. No X mana, deal X damage. Yeah. I don't know, it's whatever. If you need it, you play it. If you don't, then don't. I played Manalith like a third of the time. This is snow, so it's probably better. It's like strictly better than Manalith because it's snowy and it has this random other ability, right? Oh. I like it. You'll know when you need to play it. If you're playing 3 or more colors, play it. If you don't, then don't bother, right? Remember to always play 17 lands before this card. This is your 18th mana, not your 17th. Remember that. Ruined, not a ruined crown, a ruined crown. When it enters the battlefield, you may search your library, hand, or a graveyard for a rune card and put it onto the battle. Wait. And put it onto the battlefield attached to ruined crown. So it draws a card. Okay, yeah. I could see that. If you have 2 runes, play it. If you don't have 2 runes, don't play it, right? This seems like a pretty easy. Oh wait, this also finds... This looks in the graveyard. That's cool. If it's attached to if you put a rune on one of your creatures and that creature dies, this can fetch it out of your graveyard. That is cool. Huh. Yeah, if you have only 1 rune, you can play it too. Yeah. Or you can search your hand. Yeah. This is a cool card. This is a cool card. If you have the runes, play it. If you don't, right? Pretty obvious. Weathered Runestone. You don't play this card. It's a construction sideboard card. Enters the battlefield tapped. Add white. Whatever. Okay. Sacrifice Axguard Armory. Search your library for an aura and or an equipment card. Reveal them and put them into your hand. Draws 2? Sure. I feel like these are all just gonna be 8s, right? If you play them, don't play them. If you don't, right? These are really hard to splash because they would require, like, if you say you're blue-red and you're splashing white, you would need another white source and this to add. So it's super hard to splash these. Would I play an off-color rune if I had the crown? Probably not. Unless I can backdoor the mana. If I could backdoor the mana on a rune, maybe. If it's the black one. These are hard to splash. I think they have to be your 2 main colors to play them. But the aura card is... There's a pacifism that's in white, right? Oh, treasures? Yeah, treasures. You might be right. I mean, if you're a blue-red deck, you still wouldn't play this. I don't think. Even if you had treasures. I mean, maybe you would. Maybe you would. I doubt it. They're not even snowlands either. It's super hard to... They come into play tap. There's a lot of downsides. I don't think you want to splash these. Oh. But yeah, this is fine. Obviously, if you're white-red, play it. If you aren't, then don't. Put a counter on each of up to 2 target creatures. They gain vigilance and lifelink. Sure. Yeah. Would black-red play many auras? Yeah, there's a terminate in black. And there's a pacifism in white, right? And there's runes in white. And red, right? There's runes. I think the equipment card would be hard to get, not the aura. I think the equipment is kind of hard to come by. I always think that equipment is vehicle, and it's not. Vehicles are easy to come by. Equipment is not. Well, I mean, maybe. You can find a rune as the aura, and then an equipment card to put it on, which is kind of neat. Enters the battlefield tapped. Add whites. Gain 2 life and draw 2 cards. Sure. There was a land that already did this that didn't gain 2 life, and that card was good. So, but that was a blue one. I can't believe it's. Wait a minute. That's so weird. Yeah, Memorial to Genius. This is a white card, but it's double red. That's so weird. Okay, yeah, so that's how they're all made. Like, the land is green, but you need 2 of another color to use the ability. That's so weird. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Memorial to Genius, and that was fine. Destroy target land. Create a 4. Oh, dude. With the red-green aura. With that saga, I should say. Give it to me. I like this one. 7 mana 4/4. Oh, dude, that saga got so much better. That red-green saga is you take your opponent's whatever these things are called, strongholds, armories, whatever the hell they're called. You take theirs from their graveyard. You destroy it and you take it. Oh, dude. All right. White, black, tap. Sacrifice this and a creature. Create a 4/4 angel with vigilance. Okay, yeah. Sure. This is cool. Dude, back in my day, all right, chat. Back in my day, I had to sack all of my lands. All right, this is Tomb of Amami, right? It was 2 black. Yeah. Sack all my lands. Give me a 5/5. This is like for the low price of just me and a creature. All right. I like it. Deal 3 damage to target player. This player discards a card. PU. I don't even know if I'd play this. This is PU stinky. Black-red got the shaft. Their sagas are all medium. This is... I honestly don't even think I'd play this. In black-red, I'm not sure I would play this. I think a basic swamp might be better than this. It's a sorcery speed. You can't end a turn it or upkeep it or something. I don't know. I'm not sure I would even play this. But... Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control with a counter on it. Dude, this was a rare. This was a colorless land. This was a rare. Yeah, Mirror Pool. 4 colorless and a colorless mana, sacrifice it. Create a token that's a copy of target creature you control. Yeah, this was a rare before. Weird. This is like a way better version of that card too, because it gets a counter on it too. Oh, was it a mythic? Holy moly. They downgraded, of course. Leave it to WotC to downgrade a mythic into a green-blue uncommon. We did it. Yeah, Civics of the Coast at it again. Alright. Mill 4 cards and return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield tapped. Sick. This card's awesome. Wait a minute. This is instant speed? Why? This is sorcery. Why? Oh, why? Why is this instant? Oh. Alright, this card's great. It's a win condition. It's a land win condition. This is so good. Oh, it enters the battlefield tapped. It's still instant speed though. You're right, but it's still instant speed. You're right. It does enter. It's not Torrential Gearhulk. You're right, but it still is instant speed. So you can end turn it. And it. I mean, I guess there weren't a ton of ETB effects in the set, right? There weren't a ton of them, but yeah, I like it. I'm gonna love playing with this card. Yeah, the creature. The last word on the last line says tapped, right? The last before reminder text. I like it. Up to one target creature you don't control gets -2/-2. Create 2/1/1 elf warriors. Okay, yeah. It's so weird that this is sorcery, and this is not. It's so weird. Yeah, this is good. The red-green is also instant? Is it really? Oh, wow! This is instant! What about this? This is sorcery. The red... What? This is instant? Untapped 4/4? What rating am I going to give it? I mean, these are all just... There's no really point in rating these, because if you can play them, you are. If you can't, then don't, right? So... And the only one I think that you would consider not playing is the black one. I think the rest of them are probably pretty good enough to play. So... Scry 2, do 2 damage to each creature. What? Pyroclasm on a land? I mean, they're going to see it. It's in play. It's a lot worse. But what? You're going to think this card does nothing. And then your opponent's going to concede 3 cards in their hand. And then they're all going to be 2/2s. Alright, Cosmos Elixir. At the beginning of your end step, draw a card if your life total is greater than your starting life total. Otherwise, you gain 2 life. No. I think this is probably a pretty good sideboard card. It's at least a 5. This may be a 6 or a 7. White Honden. Yeah, I was just about to say White Honden. White Honden was really good. This is like a strictly better White Honden. I mean, obviously if you have 2 Hondens, but who cares? That Magic for Christmas Land scenario never happened. So you play it, you gain 2. You're at 22. If your opponent doesn't hit you for 2 or more, you draw a card next turn. It's end step. I think if you're white and you have all the life gain, this is a 6 or a 7. You start it. I think otherwise, maybe not. It does gain 2 life immediately. Maybe you should start this. It does gain 2 life immediately. That's a pretty big difference. Like, even if you're at 14, you're getting beaten down. Like, I think this might be better than the black enchantment that says at the end of your turn, each opponent loses 1 life and you gain 1 life. I think this card's better than that. This might be a 6. I might have to try this and see what it feels like. This is a weird card. It's at least a 5. I think it can be a great sideboard card in control matchups for sure. It's like a personal Howling Mine in control matchups, right? If you're like the 8 creature 12 terminate deck and 3 draw 2s, this is gonna be great in your deck. It's gonna be amazing. So it's totally deck dependent. It's at least a 5. Yeah. This is probably a 6. I'm looking forward to playing with this. This could be an 8, and this could be an 8 or a 9, and I don't even know it. This is an interesting card. Looking forward to see what it does. Creatures you control are every creature type. The same is true for creature spells you control. Wait, this was a card, right? Yeah, Birthing Bows. Yeah. 3 and 4. This is 4 and 3. This is like a strictly better Birthing Bows. I wonder, are there any combo cards with this in the set? I know there's that green rare, but it says once per turn. I wonder if there's any combo card with this in the set. This is either like a 5 or a 9, right? So I'm gonna guess that you should probably start this. Yeah. It depends. Depends on a lot. I'm gonna call this a 6. This is pretty expensive. But we'll see. Yeah, I don't think you should evaluate this on considering having other rares. That you should kind of evaluate it with other commons, right? With other commons, this is not great. There's also boast abilities, which are like... could be comparable to the activate on this. Like, this is a dangerous card to play in your main deck. This is a super dangerous card to play in your main deck. I actually don't think you should play it. I think this is way too dangerous to play in your main deck. It's 7 mana to make it 2/2. That's way too much. I don't know how you're getting the tempo back from using this. I'm gonna say probably sideboard for this, but I'm willing to be wrong. Sack a creature. Search your library for a creature card that shares a creature type with that sacrifice creature and has grooming equal to 1+. This is a 1. Don't play it. And then there's pathways. Who cares? Add a Colorless. Becomes a 4/3 creature with vigilance and all creature types until end of turn. It's still a land. Sure. I think this is a green card. I don't think you play this. You'd have to have a pretty damn good reason to play this. I typically would not play cards like this in like a 2-color deck. Unless I needed the snow. Yeah, I think this is mostly, I think it's just a green card. I think it's just a green card. What is this? Tyrite Sanctum. Target legendary creature becomes a god in addition to its other land types. Put in Never play this. I think even if you had 3 legends, I don't think I'd play this. There was a land that like put counters on, it was a colorless land that put counters on like oxes or snakes or like bears, or I don't remember what it did. Animal Sanctuary. Yeah. And there weren't that many creature types in the set, and even if you had 3, you wouldn't play it. I played that card and I got owned multiple times when I had 3 targets in my deck. I just got owned to just being a colorless land instead of a colored land to actually cast my spells. So that's my baseline, is Animal Sanctuary. Animal Sanctuary was bad, and I think this is also bad. Because if you have a legendary creature in play, like, how are you not already winning? You don't need your colorless land to help you out. Yeah. World Tree enters the battlefield tap add green, while you have 6 or more lands, sure. White, blue, black, red, so 10 mana, so 11 mana. This and 10 others. 11 mana, search your library for any number, whatever, don't play this card. If you have the Bear Ultimatum, and if you have the legendary green creature that like has the 5 mana enchantment on the other side, maybe you play this. But I'm off it. I think you should probably almost never play this. Play this if you're splashing a 6-drop. If you're splashing a 6-drop, this is worse than a basic of that color, right? Like, if you're green-red and you're splashing black, just play a Swamp. I think. Unless your comment is... Wait. Unless your comment is saying that this is like a green-black dual land. Okay. It's a green-black coming to play tapped. It's not a snow land. Maybe. Maybe. I think you're right. I'll move this back up to a 6. I think you might be right. Good point. Thanks for bringing it up. I think if you're splashing a 6 or 7 drop, then this is like a dual land, right? I don't think. Yeah, it turns all your lands gold. Yeah. What am I not reading right? Yeah, it only works when you have 6 or more lands, though. So it's like a dual land that only works. It's a come to play tap land that only works on turn 6 or more. Yeah. Yeah, you might be right. You might be right that if you just consider this a dual land for your off-color thing. As I always say that turn 6 is when your splash card needs to be good, and this allows you to cast your dual land, your splash card on turn 6, even if this is your 6th land, because you can cast it off your other lands. Yeah, that's Omnath Nudes, right? That's what I'm saying. If you top deck it, it lets you cast your things immediately. You might be right. You know what? I appreciate the help. No, you're right. You're right. This is decent if you're splashing for cards that are good on turn 6. You're right. Good call. It's like an Evolving Wilds. Right. Okay. Yeah, thanks for bringing it up. I learned a lot. Thanks. I think if it says 7 or more, or if it didn't count itself, it would not be worth it. But I think, as I always bring up the fact that 6 is the flashpoint, 6 is the critical point of the game. When you play your 6th land, you need to be able to do your splash cards and stuff. Yeah. This might do it. All right, so I want to give a special shout out to people who made this possible. Texas Frisbee and Adam helped a lot. And from our sub Discord, so I appreciate that. I'm gonna put the Discord link in the chat. They helped a lot with letting me pull off all the card images from the Scryfall API. From what it looks like green, red, blue, black, white are the best colors. Red might be the best color. I think red might be the best color. It's like red and green are the top two, and then it's like blue, black, and white. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I appreciate it. Don't forget to follow me on Twitch. If you're watching this on Twitch, don't forget to follow me on Twitter, and you can join our Discord and follow me on YouTube. Let's see if we can get up to 1,000 subs from this video series from this month. See if we can do that. We have like 720 for our YouTube subs, so I need to get to 1,000 to get monetized. So I need some help with that. So if you're watching this at home, pop me just a sub so I can get monetized by YouTube, so I can be incentivized to continue making content. I'm really the only one that makes Sealed content, so yeah. And thanks everybody for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to drop some suggestions if I can make the broadcast better. I customized my review for this. Hopefully my snow blurb on the left is helpful. And you should, if you do well in a sealed PTQ on MTGO and you get qualified for the Pro Tour, don't forget to give me a shout out and say, because of Darkest Mage, I was able to get as far as I have. You know it's true, I know it's true. Give me some credit. Congratulations in advance for all those PTQ winners who saw my videos. I know you're going to be out there.